Hello, friends. It's your girl Lovey, and we're back with another week's recap with Live, Laugh, and Lovey. It's time to sip, chat, and get to waving no shady fans as we unpack Greenleaf, episode 6. But before we begin, let me give a huge shout out to our subscribers on YouTube. Yo, y'all have really been showing up and showing out this week. I feel the love. I truly appreciate your views, your likes, and of course, your comments. Continue to join the discussion because we want to know what's on your mind too, because y'all really got me rethinking some things and wanting to go back and relive some moments in past episodes. So, with that being said, we got the crew in the house. We got Iva, we got Jonay. So, Iva.
Yes.
Said Rochelle was gonna come back.
What?
Rochelle, what you doing here?
I'm just gonna say that I was waiting for somebody to acknowledge, but I will say that we all said that what would her purpose stand or whatever, and I said, oh, they'll find a way to put her in. They need to just let me write the show. Greenleaf, y'all hear it? The other shows too. Because I'm pretty good at this. I think it's too much TV. That's a bad thing. We're going to take a negative and turn it into a positive. Because I'm good.
Okay, for real. Jonay, what did you say when you saw her pop up?
I was like, well, okay, I think, no, when I first saw it, I was like, okay, it wasn't a shock because she was talking on the phone to somebody and we couldn't, remember, I think a couple episodes, we didn't know who it was. Mm-hmm. So, and I think I was like, no, she's not coming back. But there was a possibility she could come back because it's all about the money for Rochelle. So it wasn't a surprise. But what I didn't like was how the sister didn't know how to speak up.
I think that's probably how it's gone their whole life. Because if you see, we didn't even really know about her. We heard of her when they being Grace and Darius were hearing about or talking about the children of that man, Daryl, right? So we heard of her, but you see, we've only really heard or seen the two conniving ones, and she's the only one doing God's work. So now that Lady May finally got Bishop on board to go ahead and do what Jesus has told her, I think Jesus is actually telling May, you needed to go over here and look at this and see what's up. And boom.
Yes, I agree with that. We'll talk about Lady May and what God is keep telling her, but I think she's missing the messages. But I just think at that end part, I feel that the sister, if you're doing God's work and you're following God's path, then why can't you speak up to your sister? Why you can't say, hey, the reason I would like the house is because I want for my mission.
Well, she said that to Lady May, but how do we not know that the reason that she is being or moving every couple days like Art's Crab Shack is because her sister is the one who's funding it. So if you have that shady money, that may be the reason why you keep out the bounce location.
That's true. So because remember, she asked her, well, how are you doing this? And she said, I just go according to the Lord's work. So that makes sense. Okay, I get that. So if she had the house, then she wouldn't have to rely.
A stable place, correct.
She wouldn't have to rely.
Correct.
There we go.
And that would also be stable money for the other two skank kids. Yes, the skank kids. Because it'll be constant money. They will be funneling it. I'm going to say funneling because I don't think that they do anything legally. They will be funneling money into that. It will still be helping the one who can't speak up, little lonely James. And so it's going to keep supporting her with her mission because I do believe that she has good work to do and she is doing good work, which is why Lady May didn't really see through her because, Lady May has a BS detector, like for real.
Yes, she does.
So, yes, I just think she's the good one of the skank kids.
I agree with you. I think she is the good skank. She is a good skank, but at the same time, she needs to lead with her voice, and she's not doing that. Like if you are a missionary and you're out there, following God's path and doing it, regardless of if your other skanks are coming in and they are funneling the business, then I'm gonna need you to be a secret shareholder and you stay back while I go ahead and keep this going.
I think this is how she's going to be connected with the Greenleafs. I think the Greenleafs are going to help her pursue her dream or keep her dream alive, because they're going to get together and somehow they're going to possibly realize that she is only with them by blood and not by, she's not tied to them in what they do. So there's always a reason why it had to come about. So Rochelle still wants to tear down the Greenleafs. She's still mad that Bishop said no. Let's keep that part funky. She's still mad.
You think she really liked him?
No.
Yeah, no, but still, he turned her down.
But he still turned her down, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm really about to get your money or whatever I'm gonna do to you. So you have that other girl, and I think maybe when she does speak up, Joe, it's going to be with the help of May, because May ain't scared of nobody.
So here was my question. Did May already make the agreement that she was going to give over the house to her when she went to her the first time? Or were they going to her okay, first of all, why was y'all in the neighborhood that late?
Well, because he went with her, because Bishop went, and because May, probably knowing her, we need to tell her now, Bishop.
Well, yeah, this is true. Because I was like, this couldn't have waited until daylight hours? I'm not understanding.
But aren't you glad it didn't?
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
What comes out in the dark, though? Whatever is light comes out in the dark. Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Facts.
And I think that's why they did that. Okay, in the daytime you see everything, but at night you wasn't seeing nothing.
Right.
Because the angles this time was a nice little airbrush, whatever, of a person. Well, it's supposed to be Jesus. You see, that's supposed to be Jesus, the little drawing of Jesus. You didn't see, it was not that many people out compared with. No, it was the people that were picking up their groceries. So maybe the people of the nights or the day, they know how to leave when people are coming to, praise Jesus and fellowship.
Yeah, they respect Sunday morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whatever
whatever.
But regardless of, they weren't present this time, and even at night you didn't see them because it looked like Skid Row. It looked like a abandoned warehouse. Personally.
Yeah.
So I was really glad when they went together and they saw her, Rochelle, because it was like, okay, we're not about to do this. Even if you are already on board, but you need to take care of your household first.
Right.
Okay, let's transition to May. Every week, God keep telling you stuff. Are you missing the message? Or are you getting half the message? Because every time you're spot on, but then you read it wrong.
It's her interpretation.
Well, I mean, that's human. She's human. We have our ear to the Lord to give us a sign, to answer our prayers. But then flesh comes into play, and then we decide to do our own thing. Just run off and just, because and then we interpret that, our own interpretation that, God told me to do it. Nah, not always the case.
She does keep saying, like when she came back from seeing James chick, as she was walking upstairs, Bishop asked her, what do we have to do? And she said, I don't want to talk about it. Well, no, we're going to talk about it, She was like, well, Jesus told me to give her the house. Well, why do we do that, or why? Jesus will tell me, like Joe said, but she still waits for the end of the sign.
Yeah, he had me dying laughing when he was just like, well, why would you do that?
Right.
I was like, okay, you ain't ready to go either.
No, they've been in that house since Scooby was a pup.
Right.
So why would they, come on, they done raised all the little cheering. They got the nice little pictures on the walls, all of that, and, I
got to thinking, I was like, that would be a hell of a lot of space for you to use as a missionary statement.
Man, I just thought about when she started talking about it, Lovey, the first thing I went to was, those rooms. She could cut everybody has a room together and smash those up and make a separate room. I thought about it.
I did too. But I'm just like, okay, but you got to get the manpower. You got to pay people. That is a huge estate. There's no way that she would be able to do it alone, because it seems like she's doing it all by herself now.
Well, she probably won't be again, because what happened? We found one skank. Where there's one skank, there are always others.
They like roaches.
Oh well.
She did make it
So
say that.
right.
She
So
did say that.
they might be funneling or bringing that money. So we don't know.
When she keeps saying she's doing it by herself, I'm like, aren't you like applying for some grants? I'm pretty sure she got to have some type of grant money to just be. I mean, she's a skank. Skanks don't tell all. I'm sorry.
They don't. They don't. Which is why we saw Rochelle pop up today.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't tell all.
Mm-hmm.
And Rochelle is her blood sister.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Because they're both James.
Right. So
Mm-hmm.
big sister, little sister, whatever you got going, but she need to clean up that household. And if you saying God is telling you to be a good mission and you follow what the Bible say, you should not be listening or having your sister in your life. You know that.
I think I saw her face, so you could tell she looks kind of like a victim to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she looks real timid and
She
look
does.
like they didn't beat her up emotionally through the years since she was probably a little bit knee high to the, yeah.
And that's probably how she got into the church. Well, it seems like they were all into the church, right? Except we haven't seen Rochelle really into it. But we've seen Basie and we've seen her now giving, delivering word. So it has to be something to where she stayed on the good path and they did.
Good money, greed. Where
Well,
that she's
right.
not fazed by it.
But it's keeping her afloat and having her move every 2 weeks like Art Scrap Shack.
Okay, so for y'all
that
do not
don't know
know
about Art's Crab Shack, there is a place in California that used to, if you liked it, it had good food, but you had to find it when you wanted to go eat again. If you did not go the next day, because they would pack up shop like Miss Sophia was coming for them.
Okay, so I was a little shocked at how big May's heart has gotten over the past couple of weeks. I was shocked. I was just like, okay, May, you just giving away the house all like that? Okay, just free. And then it was, a couple of weeks ago it was charity, and then I'm just like, okay, what is going on with you? Like, you're still throwing shade, but you're opening your heart first before you throw the shade. So you reel them in, and then you throw the shade.
That's the old people way, though. Shout out to old people, because y'all know. Y'all figures, y'all have lived y'all lives. Y'all can say what y'all want to say, and I was raised by that. However, I was also raised to give the little grown-up side eye, like, all right, Amy, cut it out. She's throwing them.
Yeah, I think also the reason why she had been so spiteful or kind of controlling is because she knew what she did in the past. Yes. So to protect herself, that's how she kept herself afloat. And now she don't have to do it no more because her lover is gone. And so that whole black cloud is gone, but you still do have the child with that lover that you see every day. So that's making.
She said that too.
Yeah, so you have to face it. Yeah, you can't be over here. And now that she is going to be the pastor of their church, you can't be out there giving people word and you have not owned up and you have confessed your own. Yeah, you may have confessed to the one individual, but you haven't told everybody about it. So I think her way of being more kind is seeing like, what, I can't be condoning this person when I did worse.
Yeah. All right. So you want to go ahead and talk about Lovey?
Go ahead.
So the character who plays Zora, her real name is Lovey. Yeah, she is a fellow Lovey. But I'm gonna need for these kids be thinking that they big bad and bougie. And I do what I say, what I want to do. But then when it comes to family, you completely crumble like a cookie. And then you all sitting on the bed like somebody then broke your heart.
Or stole your bike.
Right. You already said that it's about time that they got a divorce. You knew that their relationship was volatile. So is it because reality has sank in that like, wow, they really getting a divorce?
I think it was reality has sinking in. Like, even though she's witnessed it for years and like, man, I wish they wouldn't. But now to see your parents actually break up, that could be hardening for a person, regardless of what age. I mean, I remember when my I hate to say it. I mean, I slightly remember when my parents got divorced, but I remember when my grandparents got divorced. Oh, man.
Really?
When my grandparents got divorced after 30-something years, everybody in the family was hurt.
Okay.
Well, that's understandable.
Yeah, that's understandable, right. But they ain't been together. Well, how old is Zora?
No. Well, I mean, they've been together her whole life. Yeah. And she was quick to blame her dad and everything. It was just, I wasn't ready, I don't think, for like the way that she cried and the way that it was lingering. And when she sat there and Auntie Grace came to talk to her, how she, still sat there and was like, no, I'm good. And then when Grace walked away, Grace kind of turned around and looked at her. She's still like this. Yeah, I wasn't here for that part.
I mean, regardless if their marriage was dysfunctional, that's still your parents. That's still the unit. And now to see your parents no longer to be together, that's, that's kind of hard,
Let's just hope she wasn't crying because she figured out that she might have to leave. Oh.
Nah, she's always welcome. Her and Winky, But what killed me was, why y'all gotta take Winky to a psychologist to go break the news but Zora, because you don't like therapists and all things like that. Why you couldn't do it as a group together though? That's the part that I didn't really get it. I was just like,
Little Angry Bird is stalling, so that was a way for her to stall.
Now she needs a heavy dose of reality. Girl, it's over. He don't want you.
But I need him to tell her that regardless, that this was, you hanging with Fernando, because what he said about, y'all just sat there and talked about the kids all the time. Now that was funny to me.
That was.
I was rolling. And she just sat there and gave a little scowl. Like, if you don't cut it out.
What does the scowl look like?
The little Angry Bird scowl. Oh. But I need him to just tell her the reason that he's leaving, and that it's not because of Fernando. Fernando gave him a loophole.
Yes,
he's been ready, and that's what I think that'll help her to understand more and just like push on, because she's starting to look a little desperate now, because she's like grasping at straws. I'm not a favorite fan. I'm trying to give her, because we're all women here, I'm trying to give her a little, come on, girl. It's getting a little bad there, but he needs to tell her so that she can then be like, oh, all right then,
Yeah.
Even when, what was the comment about, was it the crib or the blood? She said.
Yes, I said, you are not Lady Mae. I'm gonna need you to calm down with the little analogies, poo.
I was dying. Yeah, I do agree. He should tell her, because even when I watched the scene, I was like, why don't you just tell her?
Yes.
You know what? It's nothing about the cheating. I'm just, you know what? I'm no longer in love with you. I don't think we are good together.
It's over, boo.
And even when they remember when doing the church service,
quote unquote.
Oh my gosh.
So, and then she was
living room Baptist.
Hey, it's many living room Baptists out there.
When one
or two living room Baptists.
When one or two are on accord, okay.
They was dressed, y'all, to the nines.
They were.
Can we just talk about that? To be a living room Baptist. Can we just talk about that? I saw a little makeup, a little foundation was applied. I saw lipstick.
And them heels. They was in heels. They was in. They were all in their Sunday's best. I'm like,
yes.
Okay, for the living room. Okay.
Except AJ. Well, that might have been his Sunday best.
That was his Sunday best. That's the best that I didn't seen him look.
Yeah.
You had Noah's Ark in the back. You had
Oh my God. Can I just say that this is the best piece of acting that he has portrayed in the season thus far?
I can't even look at him now when he was sitting up there. Grace, just go ahead. You look like you need a nap. Like, oh my God. I literally picked up my water cup and was like, bruh, let me go get us some more, because we both thirsty around this. I was like, if you don't cut it out. And how long have I been out? I've been sitting here for an hour. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it gave me time to think. Oh my goodness. If you don't cut it out. Now Lovey got me looking at him sideways now, and I don't like it. I want to go back to how I used to think about him. And I can't.
This is the role that he played. He did this.
No,
he
did it.
Yeah, no, you both of you guys did. I wanted to say this. When I watched that scene, I was like, darn them too. Because I used to watch those. I remember him with his longer hair.
Oh, so he had the dreads, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. So what made me go back and focus on the scene was he sure got some nice curly hair. That's how it helped me out.
I was like, oh, his lines are crispy. I'm with you, Joe. I was like,
yes.
Okay,
so that helped me, ignore the acting, because I was like, those two. Because he was like, look, he took the pillow. and wait, this is the worst part.
Come on.
We should tell him what happened in the church. And Grace is like, don't tell nobody I lost my virginity in church. And I was like, seriously?
Right.
Seriously? Right. You know.
Let's talk about Consecration Sunday. You want to talk about Consecration Sunday?
I was like, please don't.
But she lost her virginity to him?
Yeah, we knew that though.
Well, yeah.
We knew that.
But to hear them say it, to verbalize it was just...
No. Joe, I thought that was the best scene that he did. Because I was actually thinking about him then as an actor. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. When he got to the scene, that was the best scene for me. And that is Lovey's fault. Because I was like, oh my gosh, he's acting great. I'm concentrating. It's your fault. When he got to the pillow scene, if I tell you I looked at the screen like this, Joe, and I was like, hey, I wonder if I could find like those episodes of Noah's Ark on bootleg somewhere. Because I was like, I want to revisit.
It's on Amazon, by the way. It's on Amazon because I seen it. Okay, the little, sorry. Let's get back to it. Sorry.
And we're back. Go ahead.
But I was sitting there like, oh God, how long is this scene? Okay, cool. Thank you for when she woke up. His ponder. Look, this was his look.
Man, Jet Magazine. Check it.
Jet Magazine.
And then she was like,
posing.
And then it was like, what's going on? What are you thinking about? You're thinking about us? No, I'm thinking about when the old groundskeeper.
Man, don't come with a Scooby Clue. Then when Pat Bishop came in real fast, can I see you? Yes, I'm gonna go take AJ home. Bye, boo. Bye. Just bye.
I was like, thanks for the clue. That was much needed. I'm glad you sat there for that whole hour and a half thinking about it. I'm so happy about that because now we know about a ledger in the book and everything. Thank you.
I cannot with you, Iva. I cannot. This fool is
like
sitting there.
Look at my jawline.
Like in deep thought.
Oh yeah. Hold on, gotta push the.
I cannot.
So, but also, let's go on to that. Was that old Pontiac car that was in the box?
Oh, the Pontiac GTO. Was that it? Yeah, Pontiac GTO.
It's 64 that was still in the box.
Right, all them years, your daddy really let you take that though? That's what I thought about. Like your daddy would be like, boy, you don't put this thing together. But you kept that all your years. Do Grace and them know about it? So now that's your little bond.
It's in the box. But wait. I was thinking, y'all talking about y'all got money problems. Why don't you go sell those parts? Because those parts are worth some money.
For real, there's some copper in there. Shoot, a dope fiend will steal it for nothing.
But I'm thinking also the car is worth money.
Yeah.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all let little fake AJ drive around. What if he have a little episode? He can't get away now?
Well, he's in a good space. I will give him that. He's in a very good space.
He was very well lit. This episode, he was Gucci.
Girl, bye. Cut it out.
Yeah,
cut it
you
out.
got it back. So
really, pause yourself. Go ahead.
AJ said any Mercedes. I'm like, I'm gonna need you to go look at the car and get. Oh, Beamer, yes. I need you to get more research on Beamers because there's different classes, different types. So I need you to because not all
He's
Beamers look
simple.
good.
But remember, he from the hood. So
Yeah.
hey, I'm from the hood too. But he's newly from the hood. You know what I'm saying? We not still there.
Well, he's
He
simple.
has a hood mentality.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
but
hasn't
simple
thought
don't mean
outside of his area, his neighborhood.
I
correct.
got that. But I know people from the hood that they can tell you what kind of Beamer
Sure
they
can.
not
Sure
just
can.
any Beamer. No. They can
Sure
tell you, nope,
can.
not that kind, because they got different cheap classes of Beamers too.
Sure can. Just like the bishop said that he wanted, I've always wanted this something GTO, burgundy red. He knew all of that. The same thing, AJ. But AJ is he's getting better, like y'all said. He's getting into it. He and Sophia, I'm loving their little interaction. Sophia came up with the D word and the B word. You should have just made it a trifecta. I understand what she could have the S word up in there real fast. It would have slid right on. Cause they talk a little bit too freely to me or whatever while she was babysitting that baby that then went
That
back 2
baby,
years.
I thought
That baby went back 2
Nathan
years.
had
Can
grown
anybody
up.
say why that baby went back 2 years? You taking off his head now. So what made him tall? The little helmet that they used to have. Why that baby is back to being 2 now?
Why
In 1.5?
Nathan,
Why
no,
is he sitting in a
Nathan,
high chair?
he not even right. Why is he in the high chair? Oh, nieces, really? You ain't
Yes.
calling both of them over to come over to watch your child. Why is everybody?
Well, that was a setup. That
watching
was a
your child?
setup. That was a
Yeah.
setup. That was
Well,
a
I
setup.
mean, yeah, it was a
Because you know
setup.
what had to happen. It was set up.
Yeah, but I'm saying, come on now. He all up in the high chair. He looked like he is about a year now.
That's what I said. That baby in the chair. Let's just keep this part funky, America. Y'all know I have an issue. Come talk to me. Come close to America. Y'all know I have an issue with Charity Case and her child. Okay. Now I have an issue with the little Greenleaf people. Why do y'all keep trying to push this baby into time? And now y'all got Winky. We don't barely see him, and when we do, he getting taller, smaller, whatever. If y'all had a twins, y'all need to figure out which twin to put on and make sure that it's congruent. It's not working. The continuity is off right now. Winky, oh good Lord. This baby that was sitting in that high chair was an arm baby. He was not as old as the little boy is supposed to be. I bet you when we get to the end of this season, and it's gonna be the end, this little boy gonna be going off to first grade. I'm telling you. They're gonna have this boy, and we're gonna be like, is that Winky? Winky getting smaller? Oh Jesus, Nathan, come back! I'm telling you, it's come on, y'all. I cracked up. I had to pause it and I laughed. And I just looked at the TV and I said, I'm just waiting for Joe and Lovey to mention this baby.
Yes.
They keep that helmet off though. They keep that little helmet off now.
Yeah.
And they rubbing his little head. But that baby is an arm baby. And what did she pick up off the floor and put in his mouth? Did y'all see that?
No.
When Sophia was playing with him on the floor, because I rewound it, and it looked like he was playing with his little toy or something. It looked like she was pulling something. And when she pulled something, she stuck it straight in his mouth. And then turned around and started talking to AJ. I said, what in the Jesus did she?
What in the Jesus?
What did she? I hope it wasn't a piece of that sandwich that AJ picked up and walked off with.
he was walking around the sandwich with no napkin.
Cheese. Right.
No napkin.
I'm like, where's my soul?
All that food in there, and you walking around with a sandwich.
A grilled cheese. Hey, like you said, he's simple. He had the grilled cheese.
I'm gonna need for you to get out of the prison system, okay? That prison mentality.
He used to that. What's they call them spreads? He was used to that spread. He like, ooh, this real cheese.
He probably gonna ask Marisol to make some ramen.
Whatever, Marisol gonna be like,
you wrong. He don't live there, so you ain't gotta worry about it.
Yeah, but he come over enough. He has
access, right? He got access. Like May says, thank you, AJ, for joining us. Yeah, you all right? You all right? I'm like, bruh.
Yeah, but I did enjoy he and Sophia's interaction with one another. I was like, oh, okay, brother and sister, okay. You know, she feeling comfortable enough to be able to talk to him and everything. But yeah, I don't understand this whole bond with him and Bishop. I mean, I know Bishop is trying, but do you think he really gonna put the car together?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 because Bishop wants, basically he wants to build a relationship with his grandson.
He does.
So even though he knows that AJ has no desire in building a car, but he said, hey, you want, do this together? Sure. Not a problem. I mean, if somebody told me, hey, build your car, you got a free car. When we doing this? You got I know the manual in there. No.
So silly.
Not the manual. He better Google it.
Right.
No, in that box, the box has never been opened since when
I know.
So he got a manual. All parts.
Right.
And neither one of them know about cars.
Exactly.
So that's the blind leading the blind right there.
It sure is. But that's going to be it. I'm like, Bishop, when you got time to do all of this, boo? You supposed to be setting up the bar. What you doing? You may not mess with you. You better move it. He better put it together soon, because that house going to be sold.
I cannot. Yeah.
Oh, everybody laughing.
I mean, it is. I'm hoping that it's not. I'm really hoping that May goes back into May mode and really put the smack down on Rochelle.
Rochelle she's not gonna be in Lady May's presence too much, because she can't really take Lady May. Lady May will get you with the insults. Rochelle, she's still kind of new. She'll be ready to try to smack her heifer. So
yeah, but that would make it even more interesting too. But then May always got a plan B.
She does. But Rochelle is going to deal with Bishop. That's the one who she was dealing with. That's who hurt her the most, and that's who she can get through to a little bit more. Because May will clown her and get under her skin like she always used to, and leave Rochelle with those dumb looks as she walks out the door. Because every time Rochelle and May used to talk, Rochelle ended up looking like this.
Not a deer in headlights.
All the time. Like she tried to think it would come back, and maybe like, I'll be back. I've already said 4 things by the time you're ready. And she just peel off on her. May, right, May good for the peel off.
Okay,
Famous last words.
What's the purpose of Charity talking to the daddy?
Oh, to get the information.
To get information.
You think he really gonna give it though?
He did.
I mean, like,
He did.
He did.
For the preview for next week, he is going to be present.
Well, but he did. That's more than 2 minutes. Yes, he did. He gave her something. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Oh. Well, what was I doing?
I don't know. Maybe
he told her.
Oh, go ahead.
He told her, I forgot how he said it, but she was like, are you going to help? He said, I told you. She wasn't paying attention. You in Charity right now, not paying attention. It's okay. He told her blatantly about it's something. I forgot how he worded it.
Why do you think Bob Whitmore is trying to get with black families?
He said it twice too, and she still wasn't getting it. I was like, okay, I heard it the first time, confirmed it the second time, letting you know there's a reason why.
It is, and it's also a reason that probably put them together. I'm telling you, it has to be something with that mama, because he doesn't want to talk about his son, and he doesn't want to talk about the mama. And when you say Bob Whitmore, he gets upset. But remember, he said, Pastor, y'all Greenleaf's calling. Well, I was almost Damar's. I'm like, oh, good. She finally using some kind of common sense that somebody didn't give with Jesus. Because, I don't know. Maybe it was the same common sense that had her put some jeans on when she went into the church. That was the longest garment I've seen Charity Case wear. Did y'all? I want to kudos to Charity.
I have never seen her in jeans. She's always wearing short dresses.
I said kudos to Charity. Girl, I had to stop the whole tape. I was like, this is such a nice moment in the church. The family's all together. Does Charity Case got on jeans? She covering up her legs, Lord.
So how did they get into the church? It's not locked.
Charity had a key. But I'm like, why?
Fired.
She still got a key.
Did you not hear when she said, Grace asked her that question? She said, I'm always losing keys.
Right.
So I always
she said,
have a second set.
Having a spare key. Yeah. She said, good luck on having a spare key.
Last night.
Girl.
I missed a lot. I gotta go back and watch it.
She said, good looking out on having a spare key, Charity. And Charity said, I'm always losing stuff.
Right.
But my thought was, they don't got no security system.
Right. Because I just knew when they were all in like kind of like the vestibule, I was like, okay, is security gonna come around the corner or something? But no, nothing. Just
They ain't tripping because it's about to be closed in 2 days. You heard what they said? They were sitting up there taking Instagram photos with the bulldozer, the wrecker, and the thing. Right. So,
with the hard hats on.
right, with the hard hats on. They ain't tripping.
What was Judy singing again?
I believe. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Judy, I'm I was in there dying. I was like, what Judy sing? Oh
right.
My God.
Corinne came through with the little T, did she? She was coming through with the little news.
This was Corinne. Grandma said.
Right.
Okay.
Grandma said. Grandma, look, she in service.
It. Right. Grandma the spy. Okay.
Right. Probably right. So you old lady, you sit up in church, girl. You know that's what it was, girl.
That's exactly what it was. Her Obama
song. I don't get in 2 days. This church is gonna be bulldozed. Why is it still furnished?
You know what? I think Bob with them, it was like, hey, take one, take all. We don't want nothing. We don't want, like the little baby Nathan. We don't want Nathan from them. Cut it all down. From the rooter to the tutor. He gonna get everything from the ground up. And we still don't know for sure that he is going to rebuild the church.
But it's
true.
Yeah.
We still don't know for sure because he's been gone. Have we seen him this season yet? We 5 deep.
But remember,
we have four episodes left. So they're gonna rush us through him because he's on my nerves.
Remember last season how they were trying to make apartments or condos, whatever. So demolish the church. We already got the land. It really don't matter. We can build whatever on that land.
Right. And lead them people in that gym.
Yes. And we can expand. Right. And we expand because we got the other land across the street.
Mm-hmm. And I'm bringing homes to the community, blah, blah, blah. And vote for me, your new mayor or whatever he's trying to run for, or state senate or whatever the world he's trying to run for. So that's why I'm like, they need to hurry up and do this. We only got 4. These little episodes going to be jam-packed because they keep bringing up a whole bunch of stuff and they have too many stories to tie up because I need to figure out if little Miss Sophia pregnant or not.
Oh, I was thinking that too.
Hello.
I was thinking that too.
Come with me.
I was thinking that because remember she was over there with little Winky or whatever his name is. I don't know the kid name.
Nathan.
Oh, that's his name? Okay, now I know. He was right. She had touched her stomach, and then she was over there looking at him and having maternal moments. And I was like, "Is she pregnant?"
You know why I said it? When she was, she didn't want to wake up. She didn't want to wake up that morning.
Well, we know why.
Why?
That wasn't because her pictures is spread to school now.
She said she was up all night dealing with all of that, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then when her mama walked out of the room, she the phone started going back off or whatever, but she was still doing this, like she don't feel good. And we ain't seen Dante yet. They keep bringing his name up, so he's coming back because little Angry Bird didn't see him. Angry Bird had a meeting with him last week, right? That we didn't see. He took him off. He took the pictures down or whatever. But I don't know. But I just don't see how they're going to make everybody happy, because if Sophia is pregnant, she's not about to get married real fast and go back happily ever after, which she will want to be in the church, right? Because everybody's going to have an issue with that. But I don't know how it's going to happen. I
think that basically that morning she was so upset because at Hampton, her picture has spread again. And so, like she said, like she told AJ, she didn't want to go back in that environment. I agree. I agree with her too, because it's like you going back to school, and Hampton is not a big school.
No.
It's not big. So you coming back and everybody, either you're getting looks.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be around that. So I think she should go back and, go kick in Dante's door, personally.
I do too.
Not kick in the door.
She need to. What did little Kim say?
Rug it in the door, kick in the door, wave in the 4-4.
Mm-hmm. That's what she needs to do.
Sophia, don't hit me no more.
Exactly. First of all, y'all finally do something, and then you become a ghost. Man, that ain't.
Yeah,
what you did.
that's whack.
You hit it and quit it, and then after that, your little so-called girlfriend, she posts my little titties around the whole internet, so the whole world seeing my titties now, man. So
I need for her to just own it. Just own it.
No, that's hard.
That's hard.
That's hard. And this is her first everything.
Yes.
She already took that chance at sending him that stuff because she didn't know better. And just like Zora, trying to give her freak business 101. Girl, don't put your face in it. Oh, okay. But she didn't know. She did that trusting and everything, and that boy, I don't think that he cleaned it up like he should have. Because again, we haven't seen him since. Only thing he said was, I got something to handle with her real quick, baby darling, and I'm gonna get back with you. I'm gonna see you. I gotta go play some games and shit, but I'll be back. We ain't seen you since, bruh.
But I'm saying, there's nothing that she can do. It's not going to be erased. At this point, either you gonna own it, it happened. Okay, we gonna move the hell on. There's no point in sitting up here. Yes, it's hard to accept. Yes, absolutely. But at some point, you got to pick up your face and just keep on moving on. It's
only been a one episode, so that's only like 2 weeks. That's only 2 weeks. Since somebody didn't picked it up from the school and sent it off, because we only heard today that Dante erased them. You know, so he at least did that, but we didn't know that. So when you gonna tell your mama? Because that's something that's about to. I think AJ is gonna help her tell him.
No, she needs to go to her uncle. Go to your uncle and tell about your little protege or the person you're mentoring, and this is what he has done. And he need to get up in that, because it's about principle now. I trusted you to, at this point, the little picture, okay, yeah, you heard on that, but I trusted you with my with my body and things like that, and then all of a sudden now I see you.
Yes.
Now I see you no more. Exactly. No, tell your uncle and let him get that foot up in there, because your uncle knows what to do.
Wait.
He sure does, because he was going to get it for charity.
Wait. Pause.
What?
AJ, look how old they are. Don't nobody still live at home.
That had me dying. Something wrong with that. That had me dying. Look at your uncle. Look at what he say, Jacob and hollering. Look at her. Oh, that's not right.
I was hollering. I was like, true.
Yes. And it is true. It is. Well, you want to go live in a regular apartment compared to a mansion?
Hey. Well, AJ, don't act like you didn't have a room in there, bruh.
Right.
But he was uncomfortable.
With Noah's Ark and whomever else or wherever else he at.
But I did like how he kind of dropped that little pearl of wisdom on her. You know what?
Yeah.
Go see what else. Another Emmett with Keisha. Go see what life is about. Explore life, experience it. Don't just think that life is here in this house. No, it's not.
He was like, look at your aunt and uncle, they live in the house. I think the only person that has never left the house was Charity. I'll give
correct.
I'll give the uncle credit.
Jacob,
he has left. Yes, he has left and came back several times.
Right, and we definitely know Grace left, because that's how Sophia got here.
Yeah. So,
and that's how AJ got here. But anyway.
But at the same time, he probably was at the church. But let me stop.
Shady fan for Joe.
I think when he did say that, I was like, that is facts. You do need to see the world. You need to experience things. And when he's saying that to her, I'm like, and you as well. You should be experiencing things too, because you're a young man who spent years in prison. So you haven't experienced life yourself.
Right. You don't even know what kind of Beamer you want.
There you go. So, you spit knowledge, but, at the same time, you need to talk to yourself about it. Like, hey, me as well. We all, when we do road trips.
Right.
Right. Yeah. I'm going to need him to, get himself together and then start maybe working at Mrs. Skank's church or something like that. Get into something. He need to become a mentor. Tell people what to do and what not to do. He need a job. He gonna need to start to pay his little way. Hey,
he do need a job.
Hey, Winky does chess. Can he do something? He don't do nothing. And the little Nathan boy, he goes from big to little every episode. So I'm gonna need AJ to do something too. He need to pull his weight.
Okay.
All the kids is pulling their weight.
Predictions.
Sophia cussing. Sophia gonna keep cussing. And
that's your prediction.
That's my prediction. That's happening now. Prediction is May's gonna tell the family that Grace is the pastor, the other pastor, I can't think of his name. Lionel's daughter, and she had an affair numerous times.
At least once.
She's going to confess that to the family, and that's the reason why she's been walking around kind of being very disgruntled because of her actions.
Good word. For 40 years. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Then say bitch.
Yeah. Then they're going to find out more information about the church and find not just the church, but also about their house. And it was going to be left to them. And James was the man who was coming to the house.
Hello.
That's what I'm thinking. That he was the man.
What you think he was doing? What you think he was doing?
You know what he was doing with her. You know what he was doing.
What you think he was doing?
You know what they say? I think he was
nothing wrong.
Exactly. And the groundskeeper probably got a picture of him coming to the house. Wait a minute. The lady, what's the lady that owned the house before? What's her name?
Davis.
Why are you now just revealing that Miss Davis is white?
I know. I said that. I didn't know
Hello.
she was white.
Hello.
I thought Miss Davis was black. Now
Me
know.
too. Because why would she be leaving the stuff to them? But we don't know. And so now, whose kid is who or something? Something is coming up. Something, because that Negro keeps coming to the house. Somebody is a kid. Somebody is related. Somebody is something, and how they got the house and all of that. Something, yeah. But they only got 4 episodes, so either it's going to be some going to be left out, or it's going to be too jam-packed, and they're going to run on top of each other, and that's what I don't like.
Maybe this is a spinoff to another show.
Maybe.
Yeah. What, the Skanks?
Oh, that took you, that just caught you all off guard?
Not the Skanks. I wouldn't say...
What we got? What the new? It's not gonna be called Greenleaf. It's gonna be called Grace or Faithfully. What's the name of what? Faith.
Eternally Faith.
Eternal Faith.
Eternal Faith.
Eternal Faith. Is that what's gonna be the name of it? Ooh, girl, you watching the new Greenleaf? Because that's what it's gonna be.
Right.
I'm just saying it could be a spinoff. Who knows? And we still haven't. What's May's sister's name? She hasn't come back yet, so she has to make an appearance. She needs to make an appearance as well. It's Oprah character.
Right.
So I do think that either Pastor James was having an affair maybe with Miss Davis, because remember, he got he has 3 kids, but 2 different baby mamas basically.
He does. He does. Who doesn't know their mama? Because they're all foster. Think about that. They were all in the foster system. So were they living with their dad when he died? Because when they said, when our dad died, we went into the system, right?
Basie do look a little mixed-ish.
Hello. Come with it. Come with it. Come on. Come on. Come on. Mm-hmm. Come on.
He a little mixed.
He does.
He do. He got that Creole hair.
Mm-hmm.
He in Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's the only one whose name is Skanks. When the daddy's name is James. So we know that maybe he's the outside baby. Did they just name him that? And he could really be a Davis. But if so, then that would still mean that it's his house. Okay, right? It would still mean it's his house. Or did he win him in a bet? I don't know. We just said it. But
he said win him in a bet.
It's
on that note, it's time to go. I can't.
Yes, you woke her up.
Okay. So is that it for the predictions that you foresee?
Yes, that's all. That's all I can see right now is about the house, and not just the house. The house is going to also go along with the church.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the I'm still with Pastor Dry. We're gonna see Pastor Dry again because his daddy is coming, and I need
Yes.
to see how Pastor Dry is going to act around Confederate Judy when his daddy comes back. I need to see what Pastor Dry's face look like when he sees his daddy. Is he gonna be? Is because it's gonna be cracked? Is it gonna be cracked like my dad is here and I miss you, but I can't talk to you because I'm a man and we mad at each other? Or is it gonna be cracked like I knew that daggone charity case was gonna bring something. What's going on? Or why are you coming back here today? Like he's a secret. Like I pay you to stay away.
Yeah.
I think he gonna come back. Why is this MFN in my church? There
Now
you
we
go.
spelling. We doing alphabets.
All right. That would be a good prediction.
That I mean, you know, maybe the black will come out of him. That's what I mean by that. So
Yeah.
It's something because y'all realize that he's not into the faith, and I think that it had to turn. I think it has something to do with the. I keep going back. It's the wife, and it's because why are they involved in the church? The wife and the son, Pastor Dry, but the dad is Muslim.
he converted though.
He
So
did.
he was
He left.
he left.
Correct. And it made him right. It made him change. I believe it made him change his work, who he worships. That situation, like I don't, and because every time he talks to them, he say, "Pastor, why are you calling me?" He's upset with the church. Why?
He's upset with Bob Whitmore. And usually people that convert to, I'm just going to make this assumption, usually they convert, it's all about what the white man has done. And now that I see the real faith and what Allah is telling us, but what it's telling him, but is what usually is we of this faith practice this. And we live by these principles. We all know that a lot of mega churches, it's a business at the end of the day. It's not about, yes, they do talk about faith and religion, but it is a business. And so maybe when him and his wife had started off, they were worshiping and the church was small. But once it got mega, that's where it was like, I'm worshiping the wrong thing here.
Yeah.
Worshiping the green.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the green leaves gonna bring it out.
Now on that note, we are done. Oh my gosh, y'all are hilarious. All right, well, again, thank you so much for tuning in. We definitely appreciate your viewership. Definitely check us out on YouTube, Live, Laugh, and Lovey. Actually, Live, Laugh, and Lovey on all social media platforms. And then also you can catch all previous episodes on Pop Break TV and thepopbreak.com. So definitely check us out. Keep watching. Lend your opinion because we want to know. We want to share your thoughts and ideas on the episodes as well. Continue the conversation. Keep it going. Share, like, spread the love. Okay? Spread it everywhere. Keep them coming. All right, we out. Bye, ladies.
Bye.